355 with the Perkins engine. 3-cylinder Perkins, same as in the Massey 35. Massey Ferguson mixed in, a couple of John Deeres mixed in there. Look. Horn tractors. Volvo, Swedish, Lance Bulldog, Landy. German, Fendt, a lot of models there. Lots and lots of David Bryans. Big John Deere. have one of these myself. Well, actually, I've got a bigger one. I've got a 684. This one's only got a 3-cylinder engine. Hundreds of internationals. This one's nicely done up. So is this one nicely done up as well. Look. And this 434, I've got a 434 myself. Have a closer look at this. This looks like a tractor puller. Massive turbo and a big Detroit V8, and that'll be a 2-stroke. Big tractor puller. Or Case International, probably from the 1980s. Some Leylands, I think they're from the 70s probably. A Model T. Grey Fergie with a P4 on it. A little bit of a mixture here. .135. Can't go anywhere without seeing a 135. Now we're on the Massey Ferguson stand. and a nice 65. Run over. Big International. They didn't make many of them, I don't think. And this one I saw last night. Tractor Bling. Big stand of Internationals. And they're still coming in. It's a nice one. These are big tractors for the day, big American. They're probably imports. Early one, 1930s. Maybe 1948 or something, these ones. 1950 even. And John Deere started to do diesel. Another little couple of fairly early ones. Multi-purpose. Model A, that's a Model H, that would have been imported. There's a John Deere D, I think they started making them in about the 1950s, maybe 48, not sure. These are more modern ones from the 60s, maybe up to the 70s. Very early Marshall coming, an M. Nice tractor. There's a 185, not often seen in this country really. Well, is now, but back in the day I don't think we had too many of these size tractors, quite big. Zekta, Hungarian tractor. Tractors from the 80s. Mercedes. There's lots and lots of stuff still coming in the show. Series 2 Land Rover and the police. tractors aren't particularly vintage, but they are from the late 70s and 80s. And people have spent a lot of money on them, making them nice. One from the 70s, done up nice. This one here is probably from the 90s or even 2000s. That's very modern. There's a nice little John Deere B. And we've got a couple of American imports there from the early 70s, which would have been imported from America. This one's all been done up nice. I'm pretty sure that's from the 80s. Or late 80s anyway, early 90s maybe. No on motorbikes. Still lots of motorbikes to turn up. Classic cars. The Jaguar E-Type 1980. Was that 1990s BMW or is it 80s? Not sure. 80s. This one's drawn a lot of attention. That's quite early. Looks like that's a steam car, a little steam car. And they're still coming in. Hundreds of Massey Fergusons over there. We're going to have a look in a minute. .148, you don't see many of that model. It's nicely done up. Nice little 135, nicely done up. 675, used to drive them when I was a child. Oh look, and a nice loader, 135 loader, nicely done up. 1250, quite a modern one. Very popular tractor, Massey Ferguson, like the John Deere. Look at that one, that's all nicely done up. A 165 with the cab on, again, very nicely done up. Well, they all are, look. There's a 158, a French import. There we have some vintage case from the 40s. And if you want some tractor tyres, just got to go visit here. You can buy as many tractor tyres as you want. Specialise in all tractors. 590. Used to be like the biggest tractor on the farm when I was a kid. The 300 series is probably the last tractor they done that lasted forever. Now everything's too modern and that just too much electronics, like cars, and everything's just rubbish nowadays. There's more tractors coming in, look. There's another one coming in. 185, 135, look at them all, look. .178 at the back there coming in, quite nicely done up. The old boys seem to have one or two. This pink one. Little grey Fergie painted pink. A nice 1200 there, look. .178, nicely done up. And here we go. 35 4-cylinder, 35X 3-cylinder, 130 French, 35X again, and they go on forever. So we'll just have a look at this one. After the grey Fergie they made the grey and gold, then after the grey and gold they became Massey Ferguson, and this is the industrial stuff they also made quite a lot of industrial tractors and diggers. Massey Ferguson did. There's a Massey Ferguson digger based on a 135. Just go back a bit. And an industrial one like highways, forklift. Nice loader tractor, again nicely done up. Alright mate. Awful lot of Zeta tractors here, I've never seen so many. Some rollers. Little roadworks display, quite good, isn't it? Got a little Luston roller. Evelyn rollers. This is when they first started putting engines in rollers. Big single cylinder engines, just like our stationary engines. Oh, this one's a Marshall. Nice Marshall. So it's a Marshall tractor engine basically. Three-cylinder diesel, Fowler, modern one. Nice Pioneer.
transport blog, and if you search Barford Perkins Roller, it'll give you the full history of what they did with it.
Oh.
I don't think it's worth trying to do it here because the signal's up bad, but
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I sent my bus
So
before.
that should be a Perkins engine in there, then, is it?
That's an Albion engine. It's an original engine.
Right. So why do they call it Badford and Perkins then? They must have just done a joint venture on building it, yeah. Because I don't have thought they built very many, or did they? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know a huge amount about it. It missed its centenary last year. It was parked in the shed and left, and they forgot about it. And I thought, well, if they're doing a Motorola special, it needs to be here, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I've not seen one like this. It's a bit unusual with how the front wheel is and all that, isn't it? So they designed it completely different to other rollers, didn't they? Which is a good thing, really. I suppose in turn that probably made it a bit lighter because the Albions, or whatever they are, they basically a steam engine with an engine in them. Whereas these tried to modernise it a bit, really, didn't they?
Transmission foot brake, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
So what happened?
Well, you don't see one of them every day. Very good selection of rollers. Bedford van with a roller on the back. A couple of very nice Land Rovers, all done up. Series 2 or 3. Let's have a look. Series 3, Series 2, modern, reasonably modern anyway. A few vintage caravans, interesting. And I come over to have a look at this Ford Model I think. Yeah, Ford Model I. I do like them. It's what they started making at the Rouge plant. Is their next big thing after the Model T. Nice little caravan, vintage, nice tilly lamp there. There's a few old vintage campers in this little campsite with the vintage campers. Very nice. Another Land Rover, Triumph Stags, Rover, that's a Rover actually. MG, Norris, Land Rover, another Land Rover, an Austin 6, is it? Down. Lots more classic cars turned up. We've got quite a few MGs.
You like all the vintage ones?
a Rolls Royce there, look. No, it's not a Rolls Royce, is it? A Nash, not sure. Model T Ford. And another Model A, I think, or B. Sportage stop there. We've got a purple grey Fergie, tracked one. So we move on to Fords. Ford 7000, popular tractor. A little Dexter, 2000 Dexter. Nice tractor that, nicely done up. New Holland from the 80s maybe, early 90s. And some 80s tractors here, quality. All nicely done up. Looking very good. Quite modern for vintage purposes, but nice tractors. Here's a 5000, Morris Lubricants. From farm to fork, I had a steak and chips there last night. It was very good, you can see that. It's about the only stall doing proper food. Turner diesel, made down in Somerset. Fetched quite a lot of money them. Don't think they made very many. Oh look, another pink Dexter. Or pink tractor, Fordson. N. And we've been here before.
Going to or from the arena, no vehicle movement after 10 o'clock this morning. If you have already arrived on site, welcome to the largest tractor show in the UK and possibly Europe.
There's some early tractors.
So right at the main entrance there we have our mate in Scotland.
Model F.
And we'll be welcoming them into the arena at about 11:30 this morning. There's the tractors, they're going to be coming in at 10:30. The motor rollers
Nicely done up Minneapolis.
So with any luck we'll be seeing them throughout the course of the day right here in the arena.
More or less Chambers. American import. Nicely done up little B. Another Twin City.
If you're lucky enough to be here for 2 days, the same program applies right here in the arena.
Which is in Minneapolis. Minneapolis bought out Twin City. They called it Minneapolis, or combined. Nice case 500. An early case, maybe a C. That is 1940s. They are 1930s. Alice Chambers from the 1940s or 30s. Another early Alice Chambers. Massey Harris, and the Waterloo Boy, which became John Deere. And that one, another case 1930s with the cross engine mounted crossways rather than horizontal, or horizontal and rather vertical. I don't know. Depends how you want to look at it. And some more, earliest tractors. That's a Massey House Pony. That's a Renault, early Renault, I believe. Not sure what that is, foreign. German, which became Fendt. A Rumley oil pull. You don't often see them this small. Very nice tractor. Probably didn't make very many small ones. I have seen this one before. And we've got another Twin City here, look. Nice Twin City. Early tractor. maybe late 1920s maybe. And a man. Don't see many of these. Diesel tractor, possibly German. Most old vintage living accommodation, and a few items for sale there. Look. More Zetas. Got a working area with a trencher, very early trencher. I've not actually seen one before. And a rock crusher. Early Humorog. And an early Pioneer roller. Little dumper. Track machines. Grey Fergie with these tracks on them. Marshall with a winch, it's an M as well. Three track machines. Straight out of a hedge. Massey Harris. Another Massey Harris. An early Moogle, 1920s, Super Major, Nuffield. Another little display here. And we've got a big built engine there that they're now going to start up at some point. High crop Ford in the background there. More tractors. Another Moogle. Another Massey Ferguson display. There must be over 100 Massey Ferguson tractors at this show. I'm not going to walk through them all. There's a Massey Harris pony at the back there. This one's got a potato planter on it. Another 1200, 35s. Lots of grey Fergies. Another industrial. Oh yeah, and this green one. Don't know why it's green. That's an industrial. Let's have a look. Oh, it should be, yeah, it should. That is an industrial, but for some reason that's the wrong colour yellow. There's about 10 counties here, maybe more. Look at this one. Nicely done up, big tractor. Super 4 county. Another county that could be even more than, oh, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, they must be over 10. Another Fordson Major, early Major, P6 in it. This is another working area that they'll be cutting logs up and stuff. Ford Major track, 4-wheel drive, counties.
Oh mate.
Playmaster, that county. Don't know what that is. some more track machines. A Bristol, an early Caterpillar 22, like quite early one, that one. Nice little Caterpillar. D4, a bit more modern. There's a track Marshall. Oh, nicely done up Caterpillar 2 there, look. Very nicely done up early ones. JCB. And we just go back on the forward stand. Another P6. Another P6. Another P6. And JCB, fast tracked and nicely done up diggers. Look at them, look. And for weights, dump truck machine thing. Another early JCB, look, little tiny one. And we've got a big American Ford. That is the biggest tractor they've done at the time. So now we're on the farm walls. F12, early tractor, 1920s, made into the 30s. Little farm wall A, an H, another H, American ones, Nuffield, Minneapolis, nice one. Big International. See him out of place. Yeah, another Minneapolis. There's an M. I got a, that's American. I have got a British M myself. Roll crop M. These are all American imports. Some of them might have come in the land lease. They did build farm walls in this country. And there's a nice early one. 1920s. First ones they made, really. Right, so we've just about done all the tractors, so we're just going to go through the commercials now. A lot of commercials here.
That allows him a bit of time for his set. So doing the work. And that's all the privilege.
Old Volvo. Oh look, 4x4 Bedford, nicely done up. Early Land Rover, Series 1. Old Toyota, that. It's nice, isn't it? Volvo. Bedford. 70s. Is that 70s C Reg? 80s maybe? Fulden. Ford. 70s. Boston. And a Bedford. There's a nice old truck over here, let's go and have a look at this. Oh, it's an old early Bedford. Nice. I'll just continue round so you see everything. There's some fire engines, look. Ford Transit, Bedford, and then they made the Dennis. The Dennis really took over fire engines. They made fire engines. I still think they make them today. I'm not too sure actually, but the Dennis basically started making proper fire engines for all our fire services. There's an Austin 4x4, look. Another Austin. I don't know what that is. Another Dennis. Bit more of a modern Dennis. More Dennis there. Now we're back onto some early Volvos, commercials, AEG, AEC I mean, ERF, 80s. ERF did last for quite a long time though, didn't they? There's a Mercedes. There's a DAF, a bit more modern. Big Scania. Big V8 Scania. Another one. Scania Super. Big Volvo. Another Scania. Aren't really that old really. Kenworth, quite nice isn't it? Nicely blinged up, very strange paintwork of the Canadian Outback. Some earlier ones here, Bedford. An old bus, Renault bus. It's unusual, isn't it? Coach, the old Leyland bus. That. It's a nice one. Double decker. Foden heavy haulage. Thames Trider, Atkinson's. I'm not going to walk back down. There's a Foden there, look. Quite an early Foden, 1950s. Some army stuff at the back. So I'm just going to walk along and pick out some of the more older ones rather than showing everything. Little model.
Just to make a start. So
Nice little model in it. Another Umog. Nice machine. Someone's made it up, done it all up. It's quite nice that. Looks like it's got living quarters in it. Early-ish Volvo. Oh, this one's nice, an ERF 8-wheeler. It's quite an early one. And it's got a trailer. So we've got an ERF 8-wheeler with the trailer on. David Bryan tractor, nice. See if we can get it all in. There's an old cattle float. Nicely done up. It's the Longhorn, whoever they are. The Longhorn family. We'll just have a look at these early ones here. AEG, Bedford, another Bedford, and an early Morris commercial. That's nice. Look. Thames Trader from the 60s. Leyland, nice Leyland. Scania, Leyland, Volvo, Leyland. We've got some heavy haulage stuff up there, so we'll have a quick look at these. Here we are, look, Winds. Back in the day, Winds were big heavy haulage people. There's a Elliott of Yorkshire, they must have been a heavy haulage. And there we've got a big Scammell for some big moving. Pickfords used to have the Scammels, obviously Winds did as well. I wonder if they come from all that way, look. Big heavy haulage machine. Nice machine. Little Bedford there, big Scania, look. Not the old 80s, I think. Atkinson. Heavyish haulage. Volvo. Foden, heavy haulage Foden. More heavy haulage. Land Rovers. More Land Rovers. Stationary engines. Old Land Rover Series 1. International Primus, nice engine. Amenco's from America. Ladies running, starting up hers. Millard, look, with a Millard pump. That's actually a Bamford with a Millard pump. An Ackroyd. Bit of kit. Not having problems. Most Lister A running away. The generator. Few bits and pieces for sale. Nice little pump set running. Nice engine. There's Lee with his Ideal. What's wrong?
How do it?
You're doing a video. Old cement mixer, couple more engines. Little pump, nice Amenco. Another little engine. Another Amenco and air-cooled one. Nice Tangy semi-diesel. Did you uncover me, did you? Thanks. Toothpaste.
You ain't got enough adjustment on there, so that comes out of the mag and drop it.
A list of crime. Just waiting for the compressor to build up enough pressure to turn the engine over. Now the compressor's built up pressure, we can turn it over and try and make it fire. Just letting the air in, and that's fired up, and that's running. This is a nice little workshop made up, that's good that is. It looks really good. Another big engine getting set up. There's some army stuff. Early little army wagon, Model T I think. Land Rovers. Jump store. Nice petter summer diesel. Power, nice engine. There's the back of that big roster. Little Stewart, nice little Stewart generator. Hammer cooled, air cooled. One's for sale. Some bits and pieces for sale. Little Ruston IP. Nice little engine, huh? Nice little petter acorn top, or apple top on the inside. French engine, Bates and Edmonds, a Pitler, nice little Blackstone, petter lighting set, nice bit of kit, another petter lighting set, nice bit of kit. There's Peter with his Amenco. What's happening? A nice little gas engine. Nice little one, that one. Little Butler gas engine. Two little generator sets running away. Got some generator sets under him as well. Ruston and Hornsby little generator sets. Door bench. And kindler maker at the other end. Little Lister D running a little biler, making these little tiny biles. Unusual Ruston with a strange hopper. Little Stewart Turner, Amenco, Lister A, Wolseley. tangy pump, semi-diesel, nice. Nicely done up. Little 3 horsepower better popping away, one on the pump. John Deere, and we're off to the show is anything from Scotland. So Allen Brothers is a Scottish engine. So there's a few Allens there today. Continuous 12 Allens, a lot of them were quite early. This is a nice Allen engine, seen before. There's one here was still covered up. Oi! There's another one. What should we do with it? What's gas on? Full knees, Allen, continuous lamp again, pipe up, another little Allen, another Allen, continuous lamp again, you have to keep that lamp on. And one more Allen. There's a corn mill there, he's got to cover that up because that'll all just turn to gunk. Little wheel horse display, and lots more little horticultural stuff over there. PRS popping away, semi-diesel, IP. Another nice one through there, that IP. This one's still covered up.